Hi guys, welcome back to the Hugh Jeffries video, and in this video I'm going to be creating this transparent Samsung Galaxy S8. Although I'm not the first person to do this, now that I own the Galaxy S8 I wanted to give this mod a try. The end result looks amazing and the device remains fully functional after the modifications were done. I recently restored this Galaxy S8 back to fully functional condition after I purchased it completely destroyed from eBay, but I was looking to take this now stock looking Galaxy S8 and create a unique looking phone. The first thing I had to do was take off the back glass of the phone. Now when I actually took mine off, it was completely shattered and required a lot of heat and prying with a metal tool. Now if yours isn't cracked, you can be a lot more careful and more gentle than I was to get mine off, and you can use maybe some plastic cards or something to help assist relieving up the back. Now once you get it up a fair way, there is a ribbon cable underneath which you'll need to disconnect, and that is for the fingerprint reader, but if you do tear that, then you can just purchase another one and reinstall that. Once I was inside the phone, you can see all of the internals in the phone. Now when I restored the phone a few weeks ago, I made sure not to glue the glass panel on too tight because I wouldn't have been able to get it off again. So I loosely tacked it on and have now removed that again, and I can now proceed to make that transparent. Now, if you are doing this mod, I recommend picking up at least one spare back glass because you run the risk of cracking the glass trying to do this. Now at first I used my fingernail to sort of just try and peel up that black sticker on the back, but that was going to take a really long time. I ended up getting the heat gun into it, and after heating it up a fair bit, it starts to smell like burning plastic, and then you can insert a metal pry tool and just start to peel away at that material. Now you want to be very careful not to pry up or down with that, or put any pressure on the glass itself, because glass is glass and you will crack it and it will just shatter everywhere, so you have to go very carefully and slowly when you're doing this process. If your back glass has any camera brackets or adhesive still on it, you need to remove those before proceeding to remove the plastic from the back of the phone. After some more heating and prying, I was able to get a larger chunk of the colouring off. This whole process is a matter of heating and prying away at the colouring on the back of the phone. The good thing about this is you don't need to scratch away the colouring as it just peels off in one big chunk. So as long as you heat it up enough, you'll be able to remove that with no troubles. This transparent mod will work on any coloured Galaxy S8 as you have to peel off the colouring anyway, so it doesn't matter regardless of your colour. This whole process took me around 10 minutes to complete and required a lot of heating up and prying away, but in the end I think it was totally worth the effort I had to put into this. Pulling the chunk of colouring off of the back panel will reveal a completely transparent piece of glass. Now the nice part is the Samsung logo still remains on the glass itself, so even though we've ripped the colouring off of it, it is transparent with the logo, which gives the mod a high quality feel. Now, you could just put the piece of glass back onto the phone as is, but I wanted to reveal a little bit more of the internals of the device. Now from the images I have seen on Google, some people took out the wireless charging and sort of modded it to work without the wireless charging. Now you can't actually just remove the wireless charging and glue it the back on sort of like this, because the battery temperature sensor is located on that charging coil. Now you can modify that and try and make it work, but instead I wanted to keep my phone fully functional. So what I did was I went ahead and removed the charging coil or wireless charging from the plastic plate that it's attached to. It's only held in by adhesive, and once you get that removed, there's still two connectors connected to the plate itself. Using some scissors, I was able to cut around those and leave two screw holes which will allow me to screw this back down to the motherboard once we've completed the mod. If you fail to do this, your phone will power on but won't charge, so this is a very important step to make sure that you leave in the wireless charging and the battery temperature sensor. With our modifications to the wireless charging done, it's time to fit it back into the phone and make sure our phone is still charging. If a phone's not charging after doing this, try reseating it, but if worse comes to worse, you can always buy a replacement wireless charging module. Once I can confirm that my phone is fully working and still charging, it's time to reinstall the screws without that plastic plate installed. Now, you want to make sure not to ram the screws all the way in, as there would have been a gap with that plastic shield installed on it. Now after doing the modifications to the plastic shield, the power button wasn't functioning. Now that's because Samsung doesn't use any connectors for their power buttons and volume cables. Instead, they're just pads, so there needs to be pressure on those pads to make a connection. So to fix this issue, I had to cut another piece out of the plastic shield just a little bit of a square which actually sits underneath a part of the wireless charging, and that will apply pressure to the left side of the board, which will in turn press down on the pins for the power button. On the other side, you'll have the original contacts for the wireless charging. Now that helps hold down the right side of the board for the volume controls and Bixby button. Now that the buttons are functioning again, it's time to finish up with the back glass before we go ahead and install it. I need to reinstall the camera bracket and fingerprint reader to the back of the phone and give the back glass a good clean. Now this is exceptionally important to do this because once you seal this up, you won't be able to get inside the phone to clean any dust or dirt out. After cleaning both the inside of the phone and the glass, it's time to reattach the fingerprint reader cable, align everything up perfectly, and press down, sealing the glass in place. Make sure when you do this you use new adhesive to prevent the back panel from coming off and to help best seal the phone up from dust, dirt, and any moisture. And we're done. So this is it, a unique custom transparent Galaxy S8. This looks neat and everything is fully functional from the wireless charging to the phone capabilities of the phone. This mod is not for the faint-hearted, and obviously attempt this at your own risk. But if you have to open your Galaxy S8 for any reason, I would definitely give this mod a go. Just order an extra back glass just in case you damage one trying the mod. Also, just keep in mind, now that the plastic backing has been removed, if you drop the phone in any way and the glass cracks, there is nothing holding it down and as a result will just fall straight out of the phone. Nevertheless, this looks absolutely amazing and is definitely a phone I now will be keeping in the collection as I can add it to my custom and unique phones collection. And on that note, this has been a Hugh Jeffries video. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button and consider checking out the custom and modded tech playlist for more videos just like this one. Also, make sure you follow me on my social media, link will be down in the description. That's all for this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.